Let me ask you something. How does somebody stab themselves 20 times in both the chest and the back of the neck, and they call it a suicide? Y'all, welcome to apartment 603, where logic took the night off. I'm just saying. Guys, welcome back to Ivy Rose Knows. Today, I wanted to talk about Death in Apartment 603. It's a new documentary out on Hulu, guys. If you haven't watched it, I highly suggest it. It is about Ellen Greenberg, a 27-year-old teacher who was stabbed 20 times in both the chest and the back of the head, the back of the neck. And medical examiners are calling it a suicide. Y'all, 20 times. In the back of the neck. Like, how does that even happen? All right. Now, this happened back in 2011. Ellen was dating this guy named Sam Goldberg. All right. They're at home at their apartment. He goes down to the gym. He comes back up. The apartment door is locked. He can't get in. She's not answering the phone. He knocks the door down. He goes in, and Sam finds Ellen lying on the kitchen floor, blood everywhere. Now, guys, we will get into all of the details about this case in later videos because there's just so much to cover. However, when she was found, he called 911. Police investigators came. Y'all, they said it was a suicide. You mean to tell me that medical examiners saw this woman with 20 stab wounds, again, to both the front of the chest and to the back of the neck, and the first thing they thought was suicide? So much so to the point that they didn't even investigate. They had the apartment cleaned up, all of it. It goes against so much logic, it's not even funny. All right. First of all, how does somebody stab themselves 20 times? That's torture. That's excruciating pain. How do you stab yourself that many times? Not even that, but y'all, the back of the neck, like the back of the neck. We're going to sit there and stab ourselves in the back of the neck and then reach around to the front and we're going to continue stabbing in the front. Does that make any sense? 20 times? She was able to physically stab herself 20 times. Y'all, there's something going on here with this whole case, okay? Not even that, but I think that ultimately when they finished counting, there was approximately 20 bruises in different stages of healing all over her body. Back in 2011, originally they called it a homicide. Then the medical examiner changed it to suicide. Now, just recently, I think it was like a week ago, the chief medical examiner redid the autopsy, looked at everything all over again, and still they are calling it a suicide. I don't understand how this is a thing. First of all, and again, I'm going to put a trigger warning because this is talking about, this gets really deep. However, guys, if somebody is going to kill themselves, they're going to make it quick and painless. They're not going to torture themselves. That was excruciating pain. That was torture. Why, if she wanted to die, did she decide that she was going to stab herself 20 times to torture herself? Why? Usually it's quick and painless, not self-torture. And that's exactly what this is. If she did it to herself, she tortured herself. But again, not only that, it doesn't make any sense when usually, and I'm not saying all the time, guys, I'm saying this, that usually females tend to do things like OD or something quick and painless. You'd like to go to sleep. But it's very odd and peculiar and really not probable that this woman decided that she was going to end her life. She didn't want to live anymore. I'm going through so much pain, because usually people are in emotional pain, psychological pain, and that's why they want to end their life. So here she is deciding that she's going to end it all But you know what? I didn't go through enough physical pain first, so let me stab myself 20 times. I mean, she could have taken that knife and quickly did it. Why stab yourself 20 times? And here's an even bigger question. Why would the medical examiners think that this was self-inflicted? Unless there's something deeper, someone more powerful behind it all. And that's what I'm really getting into. And again, we will go into more videos about, the particulars of the case, what I think and my opinions. I just find it so crazy that all of these medical examiners, these people are out there pushing that this was a suicide when it's so improbable. Come on, guys. Is it possible? Yeah, slightly possible. However, let's be real. Who's going to do that? Why? How? Too many questions are following this nonsense. Far too many questions. But apparently, that's what they're saying. And so the family is out there. They're really upset. They don't understand how anybody's calling this a suicide. I agree with them. Is this really justice for Ellen? No. I believe that there's a lot more play here. I believe that there's a lot of authoritative forces coming in. I think it's, people know people. I don't know about the boyfriend yet, guys, because I'm just starting to go down this rabbit hole. Although, you know me, everybody close to that person is suspicious right off the bat. And it's just so odd to me, guys. I'm going to warn you, watching this documentary is going to make you frustrated and it's going to make you angry. You're going to get mad because it's like obvious, like there's no way she did this to herself. It's just obvious. And then here they are trying to support it and be like, yeah, this was suicide. There were no prints on the knife. The door was locked from the inside. Like, absolutely, this was a suicide. So much, guys, they called it a suicide right from the get-go. They didn't even investigate for a potential homicide. That's right away. The police messed up. The investigators messed up right off the bat. And I don't know if they're sticking with this just because they messed up so bad, but y'all just be prepared. Trigger warning. If you watch it, it is a lot to watch emotionally. Also, it delves and talks a lot about homicide and suicide. The fact that this woman had anxiety, and that's why they're trying to say that she wanted to kill herself was because she was anxious. But again, I just wanted to go into the fact that you got medical examiners out here, like for real, trying to call this a suicide, which there ain't no way, in my opinion. There's no freaking way. So guys, do me a favor. We're about to go down this rabbit hole. We're going to go into it a whole lot deeper. And we're going to really talk about it. So this is going to be another case that I pick up and I do a lot of content on. So guys, if you're interested, go watch Death in Apartment 603, the Ellen Greenberg story. It's on Hulu. Trust me, you'll want to watch it, but be prepared because you're going to be angry and frustrated at everything. Guys, do me a favor. If you're watching this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate you guys. If you have already watched this documentary, guys, tell me what you think about the whole medical examiners calling it a suicide. I want to see your comments. I will be answering back 2 comments today. Really want to appreciate and say thank you to all of you. Look at, here's Moo all over the place. To all of you who have been here with me, I see you in the comments. I see you're doing your thing, and I really do appreciate you. Guys, Ivory Rose is out, and I will do a follow-up video and dive into this even deeper later on. So take care. I'll talk to you guys later.